Hey guys, Mash MG here, and jeez, I'm here to talk about loot boxes and how they've really, I don't know, how they're slowly disappearing, but then also like how bad they really are. Because for instance, something like Rocket League, they're working to remove them. During the time of this recording, that they haven't removed them yet, but they already announced that they're planning on. And then you got other games like, stuff like Overwatch and stuff like that. I'm primarily going to be going over Rocket League and Overwatch just because those are the two games I really have experience with loot boxes and stuff. Because I don't, like, if I check how much money I spend on loot boxes on Rocket League, it's going to be a lot. If I check it on Overwatch or something, not as much, but definitely a lot. Because, items and cosmetics are, a fancy little way how to say, basically, loot boxes. I mean, and really, you're not really getting anything in real life. You really just kind of, I mean, if it was like an Overwatch loot box bundled with like I don't know, like some character model or something, I don't know, some like physical object that comes with it, then it would make a little more sense. But like, for it to not have any physical object or anything like that whatsoever, just because once the game dies, your purchase dies. Because it's like, I mean, Rocket League luckily is still going strong, but that doesn't mean it will still be going strong in like 3 years where you spent $20 towards a game about flying rocket cars and stuff like that. So it doesn't make sense there. I mean, also Minecraft's kind of getting into it. No, I'm playing. It's just Minecraft factions and Minecraft servers and stuff like that. It's not really Minecraft on their part, so don't blame Minecraft. But stuff like that kind of doesn't make too much sense. Why there'll be, I don't know, like not reducing the loot boxes. I mean, you've seen all these like legal bans in like other countries and stuff, and requirements, and yet they still kind of have them. But yeah, I'm gonna switch over to the Overwatch side now. For instance, I mean, all you're really buying is skins, and I think they call them skins. I don't know what they call them, but you basically is buying Overwatch skins and stuff like that, just for your character. I mean, they do look pretty cool though, obviously, but like, if you're trying to spend like $20 to get this one super amazing item, imagine everything else that you could buy. Like, oh my gosh, like just imagine you can buy like, I don't know, some McDonald's or something in real life. You can buy yourself a good little, I mean, I don't know on the spot right now, but like, I've just seen people spend like thousands of dollars on like video games and stuff like that just to get some randomized stuff, because it could be something that you want, but it could be something that you don't want. In my opinion, I don't want any of that stuff. Like, I don't know, it doesn't really make sense. I mean, I've been trying to stop buying loot boxes, and it's definitely worked. I mean, I stopped really paying money towards Rocket League loot boxes and stuff like that, and I haven't played Overwatch in a good while. So yeah, that's why I'm using some old footage that I used from like October or something. I don't know, of last year, obviously 2018. But yeah, so I'm not really sure what they're gonna do about the loot box bans. As far as Overwatch, I mean, I'm sure they probably came out with something that I haven't heard of yet. But I feel like Overwatch is kind of maybe the worst of them all. I mean, just because, I mean, I don't know, I might just be a little biased just because I play more Rocket League than Overwatch, so that's definitely probably the case. But both really, really great games. In my opinion, they're like pretty much even in terms of popularity and esports. I mean, I think Overwatch might have a slight edge on esports though. But I mean, different fan bases, different types of games, but definitely really fun. But I mean, the thing is, it doesn't help you with the gameplay if you buy a loot box. It just kind of, oh wow, I get to show off with this or show off with that. I'm like, I don't really know how I feel about that too much. I mean, I guess yeah, you get to show off and stuff, but like, that's really the only purpose. And I see like these people like paying a whole bunch of V-Bucks or something for something. I'm like, hey, at least you know what you're buying. But at the same time, you can't, go broke off of spending a whole bunch of money on video games and stuff like that. I mean, for instance, why I like playing Roblox is because, I mean, Robux, you know what you're buying. I mean, not trying to say that it's the best form, but, it's pretty decent, so, I don't know, that was kind of like my opinion on loot boxes and stuff like that. I'm not sure how far loot boxes will go. I actually do not want to see too many. For instance, what Fortnite did is what I enjoy. They made the battle pass and stuff like that. I'm sure it's been around for a while, but Fortnite really hyped it up. And I see all these other games implementing the battle pass, including Rocket League. Like pretty big games, putting that in. And I've seen like, I don't know, games like Clash Royale, even like mobile games. And so yeah, I guess that's really my opinions on loot boxes. And I guess without further ado, see you guys.